I'm going to start this video by saying I'm not really a particular fan of this car. And yes, that may sway my opinions, but, well, here's why. This is the 2017 Lincoln Continental. Good things. It's a new manufacturing to the game. That's about it. You have to have the February car pack to be able to get this car. Would I buy the February car pack for this car? Definitely not. But you know, you find out why throughout this video. Once you buy it, once you get the car pack, and you get one free version of the car, and if you want to buy it again for whatever reason, which I don't know why you would want to, it costs 96,000 credits. For this 96,000 credits, you get 400 horsepower, you get 400 foot-pounds of torque, weighing around about 4,500 pounds. Now that's not a lot of power, not a lot of torque for a lot of weight. You get 255s on the front, 255s on the rear, road tyres are standard, and this car is all-wheel drive. Now that really is peculiar to me, because why would you make a car like this all-wheel drive? I have no idea. We'll get through the rest of the stats and then we'll talk about it. It is front-engined, and it has a twin-turbocharged 3.7 litre V6, which goes from 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds, 0 to 100 in 12.8 seconds, 60 to 0 in 135 feet, 100 to 0 in 340 feet, with a top speed of 182 miles an hour. Now I've gone through them very fast, I know, but there is an issue with this Lincoln, and it just isn't good. Like, I don't understand why you'd want this. It's all-wheel drive. You have 400 horsepower. You do not need all-wheel drive. You're not going to be taking this anywhere near dirt roads. Look, it is too low. It's too much of a luxury vehicle. The all-wheel drive is unnecessary. All the all-wheel drive is produce mass amount of understeer. Actually, I tell a lie. It doesn't actually understeer that much. You don't really realise it understeers until it's understeering. Like, you do have to be a lot slower. Like you can see here, it's just kind of a bit scary coming around that over the hill here, corner there, and coming down these S curves here is horrendous. The understeer is just not helpful. Another thing, why is it a V6? You want a V8 in this thing? Oh, a V6 is crap. Like, Lincoln usually use the V8. If we look back at the old Lincolns, you know, the boats, they had V8s in them. Why do you put a V6 in this one? And that's what I mean by this car is pretty much useless in this game, because we don't want this. We've got the RS7, the C63, any car like that, which are much better than this car. And they're going to be better in every single way because they're rear-wheel drive. I know the RS7 is four-wheel drive, but it can do a lot much better things than this car. I just don't really like this car. What we would want is a Lincoln which was a boat. You know, the old Lincolns, the old Lincolns with the really balanced suspension, V8s with only about 200 horsepower, and that can get wheel spin. Them kind of things. Not this. It's just not a good car. And 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds, that's so slow. And then the brakes, they're alright, not the best, but a top speed of only 182 miles an hour. I mean, I say only, it does take a very long time to get to 182 miles an hour because the acceleration is horrendous. And then we talk about the looks of this thing. It's just it's not good. I've got this in some colour. Don't know what colour it is. Don't have a name for it, but it doesn't look that good. I mean, yes, I could have put it in black or white. It probably would have looked better. But why do I want to do that? Why, they're boring colours. We're going to have something different. It's just not good. The back of it looks like, well, we'll look at the front of it now, so we can see the front of it. It's got a big, massive gaping mouth for a grill. And it just doesn't look entertaining. It looks businessman. It looks boring. It looks crap. It looks, and then the back of it, it's got the same headlights as that Dodge Charger or whatever. The one that goes all the way around the back and all the way around the indicators and stuff. Yep, exactly the same. The back of it's actually lower than the front of it, so you don't get much boot room. It's very square at the back, but very rounded at the front. Don't really understand that. It's very ugly design choice to not keep it all similar around on the car. It sucks. I don't know why I want to enjoy this vehicle. It's a new manufacturer. You've just brought the wrong car in, Forza. If you saw the dashboard of this thing as well, you've got a speedo which goes from 0 to 160, but it doesn't have any other numbers on it, so you don't know if you're going any faster. You don't know if you're going 80, you don't know if you're going 40, you don't know if you're going 120. It just says you're somewhere between 0 and 160 miles an hour, which I don't think is very useful at all. But anyway, we must stop bickering about the crapness of this car and actually test out. Our first test would obviously be to do the drag race. And here we go, drag race is coming up now. And well, the four-wheel drive system and 400 horsepower should get off the line very, very well. The only issue is the massive amount of weight this thing has, which is really slowing it down. 5.6 seconds, the 60 is not going to help either. The acceleration is absolute crap. And the Lincoln Continental got a a quarter mile lap time of a 13.230, which is a tenth slower than an Audi Q7. But it is 7/10 faster than a Hyundai Veloster M. So I mean, you know, it's alright. But I think this bit of the test surprised me the most. The drift test. We all know all-wheel drive usually does pretty well because you can just power it, but this thing doesn't have enough power to do it. But it does. With how little tyres, right, when you race this thing, you don't ever get it sideways because it's got just enough grip. But when you want to get this thing sideways, because it's got just enough grip, it is very easy to get it sideways, very easy to get it sliding, very easy to hold the drift and get longer drifts. And this thing is incredible at drifting. Look at it, it just looks so composed. It doesn't look like I'm losing control, it doesn't look like anything. It's just very composed, very in tune with what the car wants. And look at it, it's just, it just drifts. And I mean, later in the lap I will lose it, because when you get comfortable with a car like this and you just push it and push it and push it, try to get more points, and then to a point you lose it. Now this corner was alright in the Lincoln. As you can see, it got a good amount of way through, and then I got drifting again, and then got it pulled around for the other corner here, which not a lot of cars can usually do, so the Lincoln's doing very well in that regard. And I'm coming up to the uphill hairpin. This is the issue with the Lincoln, because it's got so little power. When you try to put more power down, it spins its wheels up, and then trying to get an uphill while drifting is not very easy. But then again, there's a lot of issues with the cars, just not having enough power and not being able to get up the hill while spinning its wheels up. Now coming up to what usually would be the best bit for the Lincoln, but there was a bit of a yeah. Don't look away now, look away now. You can look back now, nothing happens. Just a big drift, yeah. But this is very fun in the Lincoln, because obviously not going that fast, you don't accelerate that much, but you can really get it sideways coming down here, because yeah. And the thing is, when you're not going as fast, it's easier to keep control, it's easier to get more angle and keep it on the road. So, you know, it's better, it's good for drifting, and you can keep it really. I thought I was going to hit the wall here, but no, the Lincoln allowed me to catch it. Now come to the end of the line here, we can't really get any drift points here, we just got to kind of go to the end. And the Lincoln now crosses the line with a massive score of 40,576, which if you've seen some of these series before, goes to the top. It's 3,000 faster than the Jeep Trackhawk, and I wasn't expecting that. But now we must test the real test for the Lincoln Continental. Take it around the Suzuka Full Circuit, which is our dedicated test track for this series. And well, this is going to be much easier to commentate on than that Ram is, because it's a bit faster. So now we're coming around first corner, and we are hitting apex to apex. There is no really understeer, because the way the corner is shaped, it means the car can get around very, very well. Now coming up to the S curves, you can keep it on the inside very well, but you can see from the suspension, because this thing's a luxury car, the suspension likes to compress, which doesn't help for turning response, because it compresses the suspension, means steering is not very good, which means more understeer as well as not being able to turn in very well. It doesn't usually equate very well, but you can get this thing turned in incredibly well. I've said well like 5 times in the past 2 minutes, so let's stay away from that word. Coming around to the Dunlop curve, and because this thing doesn't have enough power, you can get it just flat out around here. You don't really have to worry about it understeering up because it's not going fast enough up to the degless. Now there is a little bit of a corner cut, but that's okay. We've got on like a 10th. We've got a 10th deductions for it because that's how much time it gained. Comes the second deg now, and it is very composed. As it's got all-wheel drive, it can get blasted out the corners. No drama, no nothing. Come up to this fast right-hander now, and every car can take that flat out pretty much, and not had a car which can. And it gets very, very good under brakes into the uphill hairpin where most cars get undone, but this Lincoln doesn't have enough power. It has too much weight, not enough power, and all-wheel drive. Gets up there without no drama, no wheel spin, no nothing. Now for the long right-hander. And this is probably one of the Lincoln's hardest bits because it does like to drag itself out wide. And you can't really get a very fast line through here because it drags itself out wide, but it's alright. Now we're coming to spoon, and I think this was the second corner of which I had the most amount of accidents on, just because the understeer from this car wasn't very good, and yeah, it just didn't do very well. Now we're accelerating on the back straight here. We're accelerating up to a good 140 miles an hour. Not the fastest we've seen, but not the slowest either. It is faster than that ramp anyway, and we can get on the brakes in a minute and keep it. In fact, I don't think we had to on the brakes that much. If we did, we probably just took a lift. I can't really remember. We did the lap a while back now, just coming to do the video. Coming up to the castle triangle, a little bit of a lock up into it on the downhill braking zone. I mean, that can happen with the brakes having to put through more pressure. It's going downhill, some more momentum. Coming around the final corner now, and we've got the accelerating front Lincoln taking as much room as it can because of the understeer from the vehicle. But now we're accelerating, and across the line. The Lincoln got a lap time of a 2:43.663. which is 2/10 slower than a Hyundai Veloster, and it puts it into 25th place, by the way. But it is 7 seconds faster than an Audi Q7. Now, we have to get to the elephant in the room. I don't like this car. I just don't. It's not good at racing. Well, I mean, I say I don't like this car. I do like it, but I don't. It's not good at racing. It's not good at drag racing. It's not a very good car to drive. It's not got enough power. It's got all-wheel drive for unnecessary reasons. It's got too much understeer. A car of which I don't really enjoy. When you want to drift this thing, it is incredible. It's very easy to drift. That's about the only thing I enjoy this car for using. And so, to be honest, I'm probably gonna do the City Car Build challenge on it and not do much after that because it's just not a competitive car. It's too heavy. Maybe the weight reduction will help it out. I don't know. I've not checked it out yet. But anyway, tell me your thoughts and opinion down on the Lincoln Continental in the comment section down below. And tell me if you agree with what I say or if you think this car is amazing. Or you could tell me what car you think we should have replaced from the car park for the Lincoln Continental. I think personally we should have put an old Lincoln in. But apparently you couldn't. Forza decided to put the new one in. But yeah. That's all from me, guys. TMDC Hyper, signing out.